The New York Knicks walk into Philadelphia and snatch the heart of the 76ers. They win game 4, 97-92. It was an old school type of game. It had the feel of a 1990s game. It was a rock fight. And the Knicks just stood a little bit taller. Knicks just stood a little bit prouder. It just means a little bit more to them. It means a little bit more to this city. What you just witnessed is one of the best performances of all time. Not Knicks history, not Knicks Sixers history. What you just witnessed is one of the best playoff performances of all time. Jalen Brunson is the first player to score 45 plus points on better than 50% shooting and dish out 10 plus assists in a playoff road win since Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I'll say that again. Jalen Brunson is the first player to score more than 45 points on better than 50% from the field and get you 10 plus assists in a road playoff win since Michael Jordan. He is one of the best Knicks of all time. He is one of the best players in the NBA right now. Didn't have his A game, game 1. Didn't have his A game, game 2. Nick Nurse and the 76ers were trying to make it a street fight, trying to play a little prison ball. But the skill overtook it at some point. The dog in him overtook it at some point. What he did today is one of the best playoff games by a New York Knick ever. Most points ever scored in a Knick playoff game. We are lucky that he is wearing a Knicks jersey. Leaves the game late in the third quarter with an injury. Not on the floor to start the game in the fourth. Very visibly hurt. What about that shot when he comes back? Guarded by Embiid for 23.9 seconds. Goes from left to right. Has the ball in his right hand. Contorts his body to get back into the left. Push shot from the foul line. Bucket. 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 After bucket. After bucket. The only thing I will say is this. You need to make your clutch free throws. This game should have been over far before the final buzzer sounded. Just make your clutch free throws. Please. Because they might kill me. Jalen Brunson is a top blank player in the NBA. I want to hear from you. Jalen Brunson is a top blank player in the NBA. I think it's top 3. Might be top 2. Might just be top 2. We had been begging for an OG Anunoby game. We had been begging for it. And he showed up and he showed out. Relentless on the glass. Great defense all night long. Yeah, he went 0-4 from 3, but he went 8-12 from 2. Big time drives to the cup. Strong finish after strong finish after strong finish. But nothing was more important than what he did in the fourth quarter when guarding Joel Embiid. Isaiah Hartenstein picked up 5 fouls in the third quarter. I don't even think he played in the fourth. And OG Anunoby guarded Joel Embiid for 12 minutes. I think he had 1 point. I think he made 3 shots in the final 3 quarters. What OG Anunoby did to Joel Embiid was unbelievable. That's why you trade for OG Anunoby. That's why you give up RJ Barrett. That's why you give up Emmanuel quickly. So you can have a game wrecker. And he wrecked this game. It's weird. Shot 36.8% from the field and only had 27 points. And he still got to the line 14 times. The NBA can give you the game. They can ref it in a way that will benefit you. But at some point, you got to go out and take it. And I don't see no dog in Joel Embiid. I just see one of the dirtiest players I've ever seen in my life. More flagrant fouls than Draymond Green in 500 less games. Elbows Jalen Brunson away from the ball in the mouth. He steps on Josh Hart's leg. He curb stomps it. Dirty play after dirty play. Not us. Just play the game the right way. All grit, all grind, all the time. Gotta have heart. Gotta have heart. Is this the best game by a player in NBA history that has never made a shot? Is this the best game by a player that did not make a shot? Anunoby on the defensive end was electric. Anunoby on the glass was electric. Josh Hart on the defensive end was electric. Tom Thibodeau made a major adjustment. We'll talk about that when we talk about Tyrese Maxey around the corner. I got to talk still about Precious Achiuwa, Deuce McBride, and everybody on this team. But first, I got to give a huge shout out to today's sponsor, PrizePicks. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use that promo code CLNS, and PrizePicks will match your first deposit up to $100. It's the #1 daily fantasy sports app in the game. All you do is create a lineup of 2 to 6 players, and you simply choose more or less on their projected stat line. Now's the time to play with the NBA playoffs here and the NFL season right around the corner. You can also play baseball, MLB. They got PGA Tour, NASCAR, and so much more. All you do, pick more, pick less, play PrizePicks. I kindly ask all people watching this show to support our sponsor, PrizePicks. We love having them. It's an awesome sponsorship for us, but the only way we're going to be able to keep them around is if you guys go to prizepicks.com/CLNS and use that promo code CLNS. All that information will be clickable down in the comments and description of today's video. One more thing. OG Anunoby just held Joel Embiid to 3 points, 3 free throws for the rest of the game after Isaiah Hartenstein exited with his 5th foul with 1:25 left in the third. 3 points. He did not make a shot. They were all free throws. OG Anunoby is special. He is special. He struggled in game 1, game 2, and game 3 on the defensive end. But that was more so because of the game planning from Nick Nurse, I would say. It's tough to ask OG Anunoby to guard Tyrese Maxey when Maxey runs him off screen after screen after screen. But you know what Tibbs saw? That an adjustment needed to be made, and he did. And for the first time this series, OG Anunoby was not the primary defender on Tyrese Maxey. Because like I said after game 1, like I said after game 2, and like we said after game 3, the Knicks were wasting the defense of OG Anunoby because it is impossible for him to stay up with the speed, the quickness, and the burst of Tyrese Maxey when he runs off a screen from Lowry. Then he runs off a screen from Embiid, and he's turned the corner, and he's gone. He put Josh Hart on Tyrese Maxey. And then he had OG Anunoby as a free safety off ball helping off of Kelly Oubre because he shoots 31% from 3. An A-plus change of a game plan from Tom Thibodeau. And another thing Tom Thibodeau got right was playing Deuce McBride more than Dante DiVincenzo. And I'm not here to say bad things about Dante DiVincenzo, who actually played 28 minutes compared to Deuce's 26. But when McBride came in the game, he did a great job on Maxey. He did Deuce McBride, man. How is he not one of your favorite players? Big time shot after big time shot after extra effort and extra effort on defense. In the first half, it was Jalen Brunson, and that's it. In the second half, his teammates had his back and showed up. And a guy that played his tail off was Precious Achiuwa. Did he miss a dunk? Yeah. Did he go 0 of 5 from the field? Yeah. Not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 blocks for Precious Achiuwa. Plus 11 for Precious Achiuwa in 19 minutes. He also gave you 4 offensive boards. Josh Hart, 5 offensive boards. Hartenstein, 3 offensive boards. 2 for Anunoby and 1 for Deuce. 4 blocks for Achiuwa. His athleticism off ball and attacking shots at the rim, I thought really helped the Knicks defense. Precious Achiuwa, a.k.a. the Big Sneeze. He showed up, and he showed out. Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson. Just please make your clutch free throws. Josh Hart. Please make your clutch free throws. OG Anunoby at the podium says, it was a good performance, but we can do better. Job's not finished. Series is not over. End it at MSG in Game 5. A gentleman's sweep. We don't need to go back to Philly. Let's rest up for Game 2 and play the winner of Indiana and the Bucks. What a win. What a win for the New York Knicks. Vegas had you as 6-point dogs. Richard Jefferson and Ryan Ruocco were rooting for the Philadelphia 76ers all ESPN stream long. But they kept on fighting. Down double digits in the second half. Kept on fighting. Kept on trucking. All grit, all grind, all the time. Bojan Bogdanovic did leave the game with an ankle injury. He did not return. Mitchell Robinson did not play. We'll continue to keep you up to date on all of those injury updates, so make sure you are subscribed and turn your notifications on. And if you made it this far in the video, give me a keep on fighting in the chat. DiVincenzo didn't play his best, but man, those 2 threes were huge. Those 2 threes were huge. He got in where he fit in. You made it this far in the video, give me a keep on fighting in the chat. Let's go Knicks.